it's part of the tail light. It's not the entire tail light. There's other parts to it. This is supposed to be all red. So you'll see in the upper left quadrant here that a piece of this is missing. Okay. Right. So follow along with me. That is significant. So I'm gonna keep rolling the video, and I think we'll get a zoom in on that part.
Going to help you out a little, Vinny. The actual white piece that you all keep calling sliver is actually the turn signal light. As you can clearly see right here, it's yellow when it is lit up. And when it is not lit up, it is clear. When it is not illuminated, that piece is clear. It's supposed to be clear. This is a brand new light. A brand new tail light. Now the part that Karen is talking about that is missing is those two little cracks right here. Right underneath that. Those two actual little slivers. Not this whole clear piece. That is the turn signal light. So no, the whole lens does not cover the whole tail light. Now here you can see the tail light as it was supposed to be, where there's only two small pieces missing. It's kind of like a comma shape. That is the parts that Karen is talking about that she pulled out. And that would make sense. That clear piece is supposed to be there.
And it's important because remember, in this case, both sides are saying the tail light was cracked. It's to what extent it was cracked. So for Karen Read, this is the part that they believe is cracked because she backed into John O'Keefe's SUV that morning on her way out of the house after coming home. And she believes, the defense believes, and they've been arguing that that's when the tail light is cracked. In a recording that was played in court, she talks about the morning after she returns from 34 Fairview, and she's with Jen McCabe and Kerry Roberts, the two other women. But before they go and find John O'Keefe, she says she picks out some pieces from the taillight that she had broken, small pieces, and then dropped them in the driveway.
Again, she was only talking about those two small comma-shaped pieces. Also, about her dropping them in the driveway. Someone used a snowblower in the driveway not long after the morning.
Okay.
So it was before the police searched.
Putting that together with what we see here, I believe Karen Read would say that piece right there that is missing, that was not recovered. Everything else that is taped together was recovered from the scene at 34 Fairview where John O'Keefe was found. Not every piece was recovered. So
not every piece was recovered because John's brother went into the driveway with a snowblower and cleared all of the snow, which inadvertently blew the taillight pieces somewhere, but there were two very small pieces.
Now, this is the defense story. John O'Keefe gets out, goes into the party. She comes home. John O'Keefe doesn't come home. She then is worried. She's going to see McCabe and Kerry Roberts. She's backing the car out, and as she's backing it out, she smashes the right tail light into John O'Keefe's car, which is parked in the driveway.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was
causing a small crack.
Right. Okay.
When she then goes and meets those two women, all three of them come back to John O'Keefe's house. At that moment, as they're getting ready to go search in just one vehicle and leaving Karen Read's car there, she says she picks a piece out of the tail light that had been cracked when she backed into John O'Keefe's car and drops it in the driveway.
But that doesn't make any sense.
That's what she said.
I know, but I'm just saying that does not make that's not what somebody does. The first thing you do is that you get a piece of tape and tape on the thing so that you don't lose the pieces. So you still have that red or something along those
But
lines.
she didn't do that. They're about to leave. She just picked them out and then she dropped them in the driveway and she left.
And that just
Okay.
seems very convenient. And that doesn't seem to make sense to me. That's what I
Okay.
was trying to talk about. That's what I was talking about with regards to that.
100% clear.
Very good, Vinny.
Okay, what are you seeing? A sliver or a big piece?
Jonesy?
Oh, I couldn't. May I see it again, please?
One more time. A sliver?
I see altered video with the blur spot.
I think I see a slither.
Sliver.
A sliver.
Watch at the end. Oh, look at that. Puts the brake lights on.
It looks more than a sliver.
You're saying more than a sliver.
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
distorted. You can tell it's absolutely distorted, which would make it more than a sliver.
So you think it's more than a sliver, which would be consistent with persecutors in this case.
Well, how would
Persecutors in this case. So the video we just saw, I made some still images. Does it clarify anything for anyone? Sliver or big piece?
okay? Now it looks like a big piece.
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Wait. Let's go back to that. Jonesy's seeing a big piece now. You see a big piece there.
I'm seeing a big piece there, but I had already stated that I thought it was a slither.
Yeah,
Sliver.
you can change your mind. We're in the jury room right now. We're trying to figure out, is it a sliver? A big piece. What do you see, folks? What do you see there from that angle? That's the side angle.
Sliver me timbers.
We've got more for you.
But wait, there's more.
What do you see there, Jonesy? Sliver or big piece?
There I see.
What I still see is manipulated video to make it look like the taillight is broken. In fact, it looks like they enhanced the clear turn signal portion of the taillight.
So I'm going to put on glasses just even. I do see that there is. Well, no, actually, you know what? Now when I look at it this way, you're right. I don't see that.
Wait, you did all your analysis without your glasses?
Yeah, well.
Your Honor! Your Honor!
Wait a minute. Let me get my spectacles.
Vinny, you were so close. All you had to do was zoom in just a little bit more. You were right there. And then one of the commenters even said that they didn't know if the video was altered or not. But that taillight is snow covered because of the angle of which the snow is blowing.
Okay, so I am seeing more red. The lights are out. The car's not started, right?
No, the
Let
car's
us
turned
zoom
off.
in
It is
just a little
daylight.
bit
It is
on Vinny's own
8:23 a.m.
video. Once you zoom in, it's undeniable. Where those two circles are is where the two blob spots are. If the taillight was missing, the snow outline of the taillight would also be caved in on this side. It wouldn't be the same exact as the other side. That's a dead giveaway. And then the two blur spots that you can see in my other video that are dancing around as the car is moving because of the wind and the officers getting in and out of the car. This is why you can see the snow outline of the taillight, because look how far it sticks out and around the vehicle. It's totally noticeable. Once again, here are the two blur spots that you can see dancing around because the car is moving, and this is a dash cam. That is not snow. It is nothing more than altered video with blur spots put over the taillight that is covered with snow to make it appear broken from the distance that the jury is watching it on a small TV. They really can't get a good look at it. But zoomed in, that is exactly what you see.